Hello everyone, this is Kyotaro. After spending the whole week scouring Demon Slayer Season 4 Episode 8, I've found 31 hidden details that you might have missed. So without further ado, let's jump into it. But before we get into it, could you do me a solid and hit that subscribe button? Thanks a lot. Now let's jump right into it. Detail number 1. We see Michael Jackson, also known as Muzan Kibutsuji, making a dramatic entrance into Kaguya Abashiki's house, as if he's about to perform a special live concert with the smoke effect. But on a more serious note, the white smoke in the air as Muzan passes by is actually a wisteria flower barrier. Since Kaguya's residence has no guards, they must have set up the wisteria barrier to prevent demons. Detail number 2. The animation of Nakime's blood demon technique is extremely well done, but the hidden detail is even more remarkable. In this particular scene, we can see numerous eyeballs lurking in the dark area near the Demon Slayer's residence. Interestingly, the number of eyeballs matches the number of hair strands in Nakime's blood demon art, which are depicted spreading like a tree branch on the wooden wall. Before the invention of GPS tracking apps, Nakime would likely have been the one to create it using her blood demon art. In this scenario, the eyeballs would send a red signal if they located any demon slayers. In detail number 4, it may appear that Muzan's regeneration takes time in the peak animation, but in reality, if you pay attention to the background, it's not moving at all. This means that Muzan actually regenerates instantly in the real timeline, so quickly that they have to slow it down for us to see him briefly turning into a colossal titan. Detail number 5 focuses on the small black, thorn-like gadget that sticks onto Muzan after the explosion. This gadget, known as the World Flesh Seed, makes sense because it attaches itself to Muzan's body and flesh, potentially increasing in power the stronger the demon it's attached to. This theory is supported by the fact that the thorns can be seen traveling through Muzan's body, tightly locking him up. Detail number 6. The following detail is incredibly noticeable, although you may have missed it. If you did catch it, you definitely deserve recognition akin to Muzan's signature. In one scene, many balls are shown on the ground around Kaguya Amana and Muzan as a ball falls. These balls actually represent the numerous hidden bombs under the mansion. Hidden details can be found in detail number 7, not only in the episode but also in the outro. If you pay attention to the outro, you will notice a scene of Muzan stepping on blood drops. There are 5 drops in total, with 4 drops completely smeared except for one slightly smudged drop. This likely symbolizes the deceased Kamadu family line, with the exception of Nezuko, who is now a demon. In detail number 8, Kaguya's description of the legendary myth of the tiger and dragon reveals an interesting detail when watched in slow motion. After the scene cuts to Tanjiro and Nezuko, it is snowing. This contrasts with the run-through of Hashira and hints at Muzan turning Nezuko into a demon back in Season 1. The fact that the series began on a snowy day and now ends on a snowy day is quite remarkable. In detail number 9, there is a major spoiler warning for this detail. If you wish to avoid spoilers, you can skip this part. The cuts depict how each demon slayer enters the Infinity Castle. By slowing it down, you can observe the various shapes of yellow and red lightning. Those with red lightning will not survive, while those with yellow lightning will have a chance to live. Detail number 10 explains why young Sabito and Kiyu appear shocked in this scene. Urokodaki reveals his face for the first time while eating an onigiri, surprising his students. Demons would ridicule Urokodaki for his gentle and calm facial expression, which is why he always wears a Tengu mask covering his entire face. Detail number 11, as we have learned, the Abashiki family possesses a foresight ability that helps them predict the future accurately, crucial for preventing casualties within the Demon Slayer Corps. Additionally, their soothing voices have a calming effect on people, as demonstrated when Kaguya's daughters sang the song Hitatsu Toya, to relieve the tension that was rapidly escalating, giving me goosebumps as I watched. Detail number 12 reveals that the Thorn Blood Demon art used to keep Muzan in place originated from a human who Muzan turned into a demon in Season 1 when Tanjiro first encountered him. This human, triggered by Tanjiro's presence, displayed a blood demon art without consuming flesh, similar to Nezuko's ability. Lady Tamayo intervened at that time to save him and remove the curse from Muzan. In detail number 13, Genya informs Tanjiro that his mark is darkening, a change unnoticed by others. This is attributed to Tanjiro's consistent activation of the mark throughout the Hashira training arc, showcasing his significant improvement as a demon slayer. This regular activation helped Tanjiro reach the necessary conditions to easily awaken the mark. In detail number 14, during the training session with the former sound Hashira Tenjin, you observe Tanjin making a three-finger gesture in the scene with Tanjiro, along with his posing style, indicating that he has 3 wives. Thank you for the reminder. In detail number 15, it is noted that when Zenitsu almost drowned during his training, he clung to the rock, which reminded him of his mother's warmth. However, in reality, Zenitsu does not have any knowledge of his parents, as it was never mentioned in the story that he was raised by them. In detail 16, during the conversation between Muzan and Kaguya, Kaguya's daughter is seen picking up the ball from the ground. It is worth noting that she paused for a brief moment, which could potentially suggest that she might be the trigger to detonate the bombs. Additionally, considering the angle from which she is positioned, it is plausible that she could overhear the conversation, and shortly after, the explosion occurs. Detail 17 recalls the scene where Shinobu returns to the Butterfly Mansion in a rage. This is because Kaguya informed her to collaborate with Lady Tamayo, a demon. This infuriates Shinobu as she has always opposed the idea of demons and humans coexisting, especially after her sister's death. Detail number 18, in this season, we are able to see more Hashiras being animated, including the strongest one. If you observe closely, you will notice that he frequently cries over trivial matters. Surprisingly, the stone Hashira does not shed tears during serious or intense situations. However, he is seen crying during the intense battle with Muzan, as he is grieving Kaguya's death. This highlights the meticulous attention to detail the animation team has put into each character. Detail number 19. A subtle callback to the Entertainment District arc occurs when it is revealed that Muzan regenerating his pants is not a unique occurrence, as we previously saw a similar instance during Daki's fight in the Entertainment District arc. Detail number 20. In a scene where Nakime gathers all demon slayers at the Infinity Castle, Kaneo is depicted assisting a slayer from falling. This small detail highlights Kaneo's character growth and ability to make decisions independently, contrasting her previous reliance on coin flips, which could have led to dire consequences. Detail number 21. During the Infinity Castle sequence, there is a moment where Kiyu appears to defy the laws of physics by remaining on a tilting platform. While this detail may not hold significant symbolic meaning, it is an intriguing observation that adds an element of interest to the scene. Detail number 22. Following a harrowing near-death experience where Tanjiro almost drowns, he is shown specifically calling out the names of Zenitsu, Inosuke, and Murata. This detail is reminiscent of a rhyme or pattern, similar to a concept found in Dr. Seuss books, and sheds light on Kiyu's tragic backstory. Upon closer inspection, a younger Murata is seen caring for Kiyu, showcasing the series' attention to detail even with minor characters. While Murata has made previous appearances in scenes from the Mount Natagamo arc, his connection to Kiyu was not previously apparent. Surprisingly, Murata utilizes the water-breathing technique as his primary breathing style, but there is a playful mention of a lucky breathing style, attributed to him due to his consistent survival on missions. If you share this interpretation, feel free to comment below. Detail number 23 highlights a heartwarming moment where Tanjiro receives a friendly fist bump from Sanemi while lying down, with Kiyu's Hayori providing comfort underneath Tanjiro's head, showcasing Kiyu's caring nature towards him. Even after being transported to the Infinity Castle, Kiyu continues to call out for Tanjiro. In detail number 24, Sanemi plants his sword in the ground and sits down, demonstrating his deep respect for his sword and the responsibilities of being a demon slayer. This action showcases Sanemi's dedication to his duty, despite not being exhausted from encountering minion demons. Detail number 25 points out a significant detail in the scene where Kaneo returns from a mission without her sword, indicating that she must have faced formidable monsters. It is crucial for demon slayers to always have their weapon with them, except for the stone Hashira who wields a massive weapon. Detail number 26 highlights a minor detail that only true fans may notice. After receiving a new sword from the swordsmith village, which is a Yurishi Type 0, Tanjiro's blade is already black. Upon closer inspection, a hint of blue can be seen at the lower part of the blade, along with Rengoku's fiery sword hilt that complements Tanjiro's breathing techniques of sun and water. Detail number 27. In the initial episode, the creatures that abducted the townspeople bear a resemblance to the most recent lower-ranking moon. After disposing of the lower-rank members, it seems that Muzan might be running out of ideas for creating demons and is resorting to recycling previous designs. Detail number 28. Sanemi and Abashiki are pursuing demons. Sanemi is exceptionally skilled in combat against demons, and if you observe his sword closely, you'll notice a small mark on the sheath resembling the scar on his chest. Additionally, when Sanemi utilizes wind-breathing techniques, the same pattern of the mark on his chest becomes visible. He deliberately leaves his chest area exposed to showcase all his healed wounds, as he takes pride in his scars. Detail number 29. You may observe a change in Zenitsu's demeanor after he receives a letter from Chuntaro. Spoiler alert. Since there is only one person Zenitsu loves besides Nezuko, and that is his teacher, whom he affectionately calls Gramp, it is likely that something happened to his teacher. This will be revealed later in the story. The message indicates that his teacher took his own life after his student Kaigaku became a demon. Detail number 30. In Demon Slayer, it is revealed that Zenitsu's senior, Kaigaku, was an orphan at Gyomei's temple in Season 1. His face was not shown at all, only his lower face. However, in the Hashira training arc, it is finally revealed that he is the hypocritical boy who destroyed Gyomei's temple in order to save himself. Detail number 31. When Gyomei saves a girl at the temple after she falsely accuses him of eating the kids, but he actually protects them, she becomes a Kikuchi after realizing that the stone Hashira is innocent and wants to apologize to him. That's all for today's video. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to mention and comment on your favorite scene from Season 4 in the comments section below. I'll see you in the next video.